Back to the sentence I was continuing. No, not that, Hank gasped, realizing the Queen was talking about the very cramped cages she had set up after her first few days on the throne that hung in public places for prisoners. She was especially displeased with trapped inside. The cages had spikes on the insides and offered no protection from the sun, so the occupants were as likely to die from exposure as exhaustion and starvation. Please, anything but that! Amberpond shrugged. Well, if you insist, we can throw you into the dungeons, torture you, rape you, then chop you up and make you into food for the other slaves to eat. Hank's sweat dropped. On second thought, I'll take the cage, please. That's what I thought. Take him away, and somebody bring me more bananas! Amberpond shrieked as they dragged Hank off. She giggled malevolently and rubbed her paws together. It looks as if the new age is dawning. Soon my dream of making the planet of the apes a reality shall come to pass. And where are those bananas, damn it! Phantasma's sweat dropped. Cynthia took another sip of tea. Okay, actually, I'm definitely not going to make it come true. I swear, I didn't know she had this kind of plan in mind where she wanted to be queen. All right, said Cynthia. What about Brockstream? I don't think he's going to be happy when he finds out who he's getting married to. I did that because I thought it would be funny, and to keep him from being such a horn dog all the time, Phantasma admitted. Couldn't he just lower his testosterone level? Cynthia asked. I'm going to do that too, the Mismagius said. She shrugged. To be honest, I can't help being matchmaker when I see two people who are obviously perfect for each other, but just don't realize it. It's the mischievous part of me. I suppose a case could be made saying that's why part of why those idiots sealed me away to begin with. I don't really object to the matchmaking, Cynthia commented. However, one thing I really don't understand is why the transformations? Mismagius shrugged. Seemed like a good idea at the time. Cynthia frowned. Will those transformations be permanent? Only if they want them to be. Well, except Team Rocket, they don't really get a say in that. She grinned evilly. Alright, said Cynthia. She took another sip of tea, then put her empty teacup on the table between them. That just brings me to my final question. Yes? Yes? Where do I fit into this? No offense, but you haven't really done much to bring any of my dreams true so far. That's probably because there isn't really much else you want from life, Phantasma explained. You're already living a lifestyle pretty much as close to your personal ideal you can get. I suppose that's true, Cynthia admitted. However, you are rather passionate about studying old myths and legends, aren't you? Phantasma asked. Cynthia nodded, and I just so happen to not only be one of those legends, but knew the subjects of quite a few of the others bantering around now quite well back in the day. Cynthia raised an eyebrow. Oh, is that so? Phantasma laughed. Oh, the stories I could tell you. Well, if you're offering to tell me those stories, said Cynthia, a smile growing on her face, I'd be more than happy to listen. Excellent, said Phantasma. She decided she waited to ask Cynthia if she'd be interested in becoming her consort later. However, before that, there are a few other things we need to attend to. Such as, Cynthia asked, such as your Pokemon, and what they desire. Phantasma and Cynthia both turned to look at Cynthia's Pokemon, who had at that moment been in the middle of a four-way match of Super Smash Bros. Brawl that exists in the Pokemon universe, okay? While Melodic watched and Spiritomb stirred bitterly since it didn't have any arms. You can do that? The six Pokemon stiffened, realizing their trainer and her host were looking at them. Spiritomb wants to be freed. Never gonna happen, Cynthia said at once. Phantasma nodded. My thoughts exactly. Now, as for the others, Gastrodon's in love with Melodic and Roserade in love with Lucario, and Lucario and Garchomp were in love with, well, you. The five Pokemon's faces went white with horror as the secret desires of their hearts were revealed for all, and their trainer, to see. Cynthia's eyes widened. Spiritomb laughed evilly, greatly amused. I can see that. Let's see if I can actually try get my evil laugh up on here, even though many people can call it an evil laugh. I also call it my high-pitched, no-moving mouth laugh. Yeah, I can do that. Meet me in real life, I'll be able to. Oh my, Cynthia said after a moment. For once, that's a lot of words. I think we all need to have a little chat. Trainer and Pokemon. Cynthia's Pokemon swirled and glanced away from each other. Phantasma sighed. Yeah, it's going to take a while. I can see that. What sort of thing is that? A love tree? Yeah, it's a love tree. Anyway. Okay. I'll say this is a normal... Sorry. Change scene! Okay, I'll say this is a normal type. I think. So, he should be weak against fighting types! Except that I don't really have any, so... Staraptor, go! One moment. Where's that go? There. Got it! I have to review a footage. And anyway! Okay, Staraptor squawked, flying out onto the field. Why is he using Staraptor first instead of someone totally awesome like me? Breezel asked Pikachu. Because Ash's birds are usually the first to get knocked out in battles, so Ash probably figures it'd be a good idea to get Staraptor's inevitable defeat out of the way early, hopefully doing some damage to Arceus in the process, Pikachu explained. Hi! Ash said angrily. That's totally not true! That's Staraptor, use aerial ace! Sorry, I need to get this thing pointed in the correct places. There we are. No, Staraptor, use aerial ace! Sorry, I had to do that. Again. Right! Staraptor flew straight towards Arceus, who didn't flinch or react in the slightest. Yarg! Before he could reach the god, Staraptor suddenly ascended high into the air. His wings started glowing white, and he dove right towards Arceus, intending to hit the deity with them. He drew back his wings, and preparing to hit his target, and missed. Somehow, at the absolute last second, Arceus had shifted just a few inches to the side. You know, I'd never actually heard of Arceus before this fic, so I was imagining him as a dog for some reason. Nope, he's a llama camel. Because that exists, right? Arceus had shifted just a few inches to the side and was now completely out of range of attack. Or had Staraptor somehow miscalculated his angle of descent just a little, and Arceus hadn't moved at all? It was so hard to tell, especially since the chair's leaning weirdly. Oh, Goebbels. Yep. There we go. Oh, perfectly well and done. Startled, Staraptor lost control of his dive and crashed to the ground, tumbling and tumbling about in dirt several feet, before coming to a rather awkward and painful stop, shed feathers drifting through the air behind him. How? He looked up and saw that Arceus was staring down at him rather impassively. Oh, crap. Staraptor, get out of there! Ash. Staraptor, get out of there! Ash cried in alarm. Desperately, Staraptor tried to do just that. Unfortunately, Arceus' eyes closed as he, with a capital H numberless, used gravity with a capital G. Hello, Galileo. I had to make that joke after some thought. Anyway, abruptly causing the bird to weigh 5 times heavier than he usually did, and become completely unable of moving. Arceus then raised one of his hooves into the air and brought it down on Staraptor's head with a stomp which, while not looking like much, was apparently so powerful that it drove Staraptor right into the ground, leaving a very large and very deep hole behind him. Wow, said Chimchar. We're whimpered Twig. He's not so tough, Weasel said carelessly. Staraptor! Ash yelled. Without warning, Staraptor, body oddly hot and steaming, fell out of the sky behind him and hit the ground with an earth-shaking crash, creating a small crater and impact. What the heck? Cried a startled Pikachu. Staraptor, are you okay? Ash asked, running into the crater to pick up the unconscious bird, only to yelp and drop him because he was much too hot for human hands to touch. Not too hot for Chimchar's hand! Not too hot for Chimchar's, though. How did he get in the sky? The fire monkey wondered, poking his knocked out teammate. We're nearly out of time, so Guten Tagen.